All right, so today we're going to be um, taking a deep dive into the world of J.K. Rowling. You know her, the creator of the beloved Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
Um, I know you're fascinated by her, and honestly, who isn't?
Right.
But today we're going beyond the typical rags to riches narrative.
Okay.
We're digging deeper, exploring what we can learn from Rowling's path, her struggles, and how she turned those experiences into this global phenomenon.
What's really captivating about Rowling's story is that it really does kind of mirror that hero's journey that we see in so many myths and stories.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she starts as this like ordinary person facing extraordinary challenges.
Right.
And through resilience and a bit of magic, both literal and figurative,
Sure.
she transforms into something extraordinary.
Oh, I love that you bring up that hero's journey because it's so true.
Yeah.
And speaking of challenges, her early life was anything but a fairy tale.
Right.
I mean, we're talking single mom, barely scraping by, writing Harry Potter in cafes while her daughter naps beside her.
Yeah, and let's not forget, let's not gloss over the sheer number of rejections she faced.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, 12 publishing houses said no to Harry Potter.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Imagine the self-doubt,
Oh, absolutely.
the temptation to just give up.
This is something I find so inspiring about her.
Yeah.
It wasn't instant success,
Right.
but it was pure grit and determination that got her through.
Mm-hmm.
What's about that first book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, that finally caught a publisher's eye?
Well, the story itself was, and still is, so engaging.
Yeah.
But I think it also tapped into this universal yearning for magic,
Okay.
for a world where good triumphs over evil.
Yeah.
And remember, this was the late 90s, a time of relative peace and prosperity. So maybe we were all ready for a little bit of enchantment.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And it's interesting how Rowling took those like personal hardships and wove those into the fabric of Harry Potter.
Right.
Her quote, and I love this quote, "Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life."
Powerful quote.
It's so powerful.
Yeah.
And it speaks to this concept of like this alchemy of adversity,
Mm-hmm.
where difficult experiences like poverty and depression
Yeah.
are transformed into something so valuable,
Yeah.
something creative, just like the Philosopher's Stone itself,
Exactly.
turning lead into gold.
Have you ever experienced anything similar in your own life?
Oh, definitely. There have been times when like a really difficult period
Yeah.
ended up sparking like a creative project or leading me down a new path I wouldn't have discovered otherwise.
Yeah.
I think there's a resilience in the human spirit that allows us to do that,
Mm-hmm.
to almost like alchemize that hardship into something beautiful.
Exactly.
And that's what makes Rowling's story so relatable.
Mm-hmm.
We see our own struggles reflected in her journey,
Yeah.
and it gives us hope that we too can transform our own challenges into triumphs.
I love that.
Speaking of transformation, let's talk about the impact that Harry Potter had on children's literature.
Okay.
I mean, I remember when that first book came out,
Yeah.
it felt like a revolution.
It revitalized the whole genre.
It really did.
Before Harry Potter, children's books were often seen as simplistic,
Right.
shorter lengths, simpler themes.
Yeah,
But Rowling's books were different.
Yeah.
They were long, they were complex,
they were.
and they tackled really mature themes like death, prejudice,
Oh, yeah?
the corrupting nature of power.
Wow.
But it was all within this magical world that captured children's imaginations.
Yeah. And it wasn't just the kids, right?
No.
I mean, adults were reading Harry Potter, too.
Oh, yeah.
Became this global phenomenon crossing generations and cultures.
Absolutely.
I'm curious, why do you think it resonated so deeply with so many people?
Well, the characters are relatable.
Yeah.
The themes are timeless.
Right.
And the world building is impeccable. But there's also something to be said for the power of escapism.
Okay.
Harry Potter offered readers this refuge from the complexities of the real world,
Right.
a place where magic was possible
Yeah.
and good always had a fighting chance.
And it fostered a sense of community, right?
Absolutely.
Suddenly you had Harry Potter clubs,
Yes.
conventions, fan fiction.
Yeah.
It created this shared experience that transcended borders.
It really did. It tapped into that universal desire for connection,
Yeah.
belonging, and a sense of wonder.
I love that.
In a way, Harry Potter became more than just a book series. It became this cultural touchstone.
You know, it's amazing how much we can unpack from Rowling's journey, even before getting into her later life and her career.
I know, right?
What stands out to you so far?
Oh, gosh.
Or what resonates most with you about this part of her story?
I think for me, it's just like a reminder that even amidst struggle,
Yeah.
creativity can flourish.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
Oh, that's such a powerful image. And it's so true.
Yeah,
Rowling's story really embodies that idea.
I think so.
And it makes me think about what she said about success not being this like straight line.
Right.
It's messy, it's full of detours,
Mhm.
but ultimately it's about the journey.
Right. And the lessons learned along the way.
Exactly.
She didn't just write about resilience, she lived it.
Yeah, she did.
Which makes the themes in Harry Potter even more potent, don't you think?
Definitely. It's like her personal experiences breathe life into those characters, gave them depth and complexity.
Right.
It makes you wonder how much of ourselves we pour into our own creative endeavors.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It raises a very interesting question.
What was that?
Can you truly separate the art from the artist?
Ooh.
In Rowling's case, her life experiences are so deeply intertwined with her work,
Yeah.
it's hard to imagine one without the other.
It's like that saying, write what you know.
Right.
But in Rowling's case, it seems like she wrote what she lived. And in doing so, created something that resonated with millions of people.
And let's not forget the social impact she's had beyond Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
She's used her platform to advocate for single parents, a cause that's deeply personal to her.
Of course.
And her dedication to multiple sclerosis research, inspired by her mother's battle with the disease, is truly commendable.
It's inspiring to see someone use their success to give back,
Yeah.
to shine a light on issues that they're passionate about.
It reminds us that we all have the power to make a difference,
Absolutely.
no matter our circumstances.
It speaks volumes about her character.
It does.
And this brings us to a more complex aspect of Rowling's story.
Okay.
The controversies surrounding her views on gender issues.
Yeah.
This is obviously a delicate topic. And it's important to acknowledge that her statements have sparked really strong reactions from people on all sides.
Yeah.
Without taking sides, I think it highlights how even our heroes are multifaceted,
Right.
with beliefs that can sometimes challenge our own.
What's fascinating is how it sparks this larger conversation about the role of public figures,
Yeah,
the boundaries of free speech,
right.
and the complexities of separating the art from the artist.
Oh, definitely.
It really forces us to grapple with these issues on a personal level.
It's a reminder that the world isn't black and white.
Yeah.
We can admire someone's work
Right.
while also acknowledging that they're human,
Mm-hmm.
capable of both great achievements
Yeah.
and flawed perspectives.
And it challenges us to engage in thoughtful dialogue,
Yes.
to consider different viewpoints
Absolutely.
with empathy and respect.
Even when we disagree.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
about having those tough conversations,
Right.
learning from each other,
Mhm.
and evolving our understanding of the world around us.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Now, despite the complexities,
Okay.
I think there's a powerful takeaway from Rowling's journey.
Okay.
It's about so much more than magic and wizards.
What resonates with me is this idea of perseverance, of pushing through setbacks and self-doubt to achieve something extraordinary.
Yeah.
She embodies that never give up spirit that we see so often in Harry Potter.
Think about Harry himself.
Right.
He was constantly battling these dark forces, facing these seemingly impossible odds,
Right.
but he never gave up.
He didn't.
He kept fighting for what he believed in.
Yeah.
And ultimately, that's what led him to victory.
It's a reminder that we all have those challenges,
Yeah.
internal and external, that we have to overcome.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's that struggle that defines us,
Right.
that shapes us into who we're meant to be.
It's about tapping into that inner strength,
Yes.
that resilience that allows us to rise above our circumstances and achieve something truly remarkable.
So what does this all mean for you, listening in right now?
Right.
What dreams have you put on hold?
Yeah.
What goals have you abandoned because you were afraid of failure?
Rowling's story is a call to action.
Right.
It's a reminder that we all have a story to write,
Yeah,
a journey to embark on.
absolutely.
And it might be more extraordinary than we ever imagined.
It's about picking up that metaphorical wand and saying, I'm going to make this happen.
Yes.
It's about believing in yourself, even when no one else does.
It's about embracing the challenges.
Yes.
Knowing that they will only make us stronger,
Absolutely.
more resilient.
It's about finding the magic within ourselves and using it to create something truly meaningful,
Yeah.
something that leaves a mark on the world.
And that, I believe, is the true legacy of J.K. Rowling. It's
Yeah.
not just about the books, the movies, the merchandise.
Right.
It's about the impact her story has had on millions of people around the world.
It's about the inspiration she has given us to pursue our dreams,
Yeah.
to overcome adversity, and to believe in the power of our own imagination.
Rowling's story is a reminder that we all have the potential for greatness within us.
Oh, I love that.
It's a call to tap into that potential, to unleash our creativity, and to make our mark on the world.
So as you listen to this, I want you to ask yourself, what will your next chapter be?
What will it be? What will it be?
What story will you tell?
Yeah.
What impact will you have?
Right.
I think what's so compelling about Rowling's journey is that it began in such an ordinary way.
Yeah.
She wasn't born with a silver spoon.
Right.
She wasn't handed success.
She had to work for it.
She had to fight for it.
Yeah.
Word by word, rejection by rejection.
And that's what makes it so inspiring.
It really is.
It reminds us that we don't need extraordinary circumstances to achieve extraordinary things.
Yeah.
We all have the power to create magic, to transform our lives and the world around us.
It's like that image of her writing in cafes.
Yeah.
Surrounded by the hustle and bustle of everyday life.
Right.
Yet creating this extraordinary world that would capture the hearts and minds of millions.
I know.
There's something profoundly hopeful about that.
It's a reminder that magic exists in the mundane. Yeah. In the everyday moments that we often take for granted.
Right.
It's about finding that spark of inspiration, that creative impulse, and nurturing it, even when life throws obstacles in our way.
And, even with the controversies and complexities, I think there's a core message in Rowling's story that's undeniable.
What's that?
The human spirit is capable of remarkable things.
Absolutely. It's about resilience.
Yes.
About facing adversity head on and emerging stronger on the other side.
It's about believing in yourself even when the world doubts you.
Right.
It's about never giving up on your dreams.
Yeah.
No matter how impossible they may seem.
Those are lessons we can all carry with us.
Yeah, we can.
No matter what path we're on, what challenges we face.
Absolutely.
Rowling's story is a powerful reminder that we all have a story to tell, a journey to embark on.
Yeah.
And that journey might be more extraordinary than we ever imagined.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of J.K. Rowling,
Okay.
I want to leave you with this thought.
Right.
What will your next chapter be?
What magic will you create?
Go out there and write your story.
Right.
Embrace the challenges, the setbacks, the moments of doubt.
Yeah.
Because those are the moments that will shape you, define you, and ultimately lead you to your own version of magic.
I love that.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time, keep seeking, keep exploring, and keep believing in the power of your own story.
What will it be?
What story will you tell?
Right.
What impact will you have? It's funny. It's like what's so compelling about Rowling's journey is that it began in such an ordinary way.
Right.
She wasn't born with a silver spoon. She wasn't handed success.
She had to work for it.
She had to fight for it word by word, rejection by rejection.
And that's what makes it so inspiring.
It does.
It reminds us that we don't need these extraordinary circumstances to achieve extraordinary things.
It's true.
We all have that power to create magic, to transform our lives and the world around us.
It's like that image of her writing in cafes.
Yeah.
Surrounded by the hustle and bustle of everyday life.
Right.
Yet creating this extraordinary world that would go on to capture the hearts and minds of millions.
I know.
There's something profoundly hopeful about that.
It's a reminder that magic exists in the mundane.
Yeah.
In those everyday moments that we often take for granted.
Yeah.
It's about finding that spark of inspiration, that creative impulse, and nurturing it.
Yeah.
Even when life throws obstacles in our way.
And, even with the controversies and complexities, I think there's a core message in Rowling's story that is undeniable.
Okay, what's that?
The human spirit is capable of remarkable things.
Absolutely.
It really is.
It's about resilience.
Yeah.
Facing adversity head on and emerging stronger on the other side.
It's about believing in yourself, even when the world doubts you. It's about never giving up on your dreams, no matter how impossible they may seem.
Yeah.
And those are lessons that we can all carry with us, no matter what path we're on, what challenges we face.
Rowling's story is a powerful reminder that we all have a story to tell.
Yes.
A journey to embark on.
Yeah.
And that journey might be more extraordinary than we ever imagined.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of J.K. Rowling,
It's been a pleasure.
thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
I want to leave all of you listening with this thought. What will your next chapter be?
What will it be?
What story will you write? Go out there and make it happen.
Make some magic.
Thanks for listening, everyone, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.